7 small businesses that are in high demand this year. Now, remember, I'm just a regular person on YouTube, so do with this information as you may. Even though these are industries that are in high demand right now, success depends on a variety of factors, from your market research to your business plan, and even execution of the plan or the business determines if the business will be successful. So keep that in mind when you were thinking about getting into any of these businesses. And remember, the key thing is still do your research before you jump in. All right. Let's start off with childcare. Demand for quality childcare is high. And as a parent, I really want to throw in here affordable quality childcare, especially for infants and toddlers, but not just limited to those. Kids' activities, enrichment programs, after school programs, or just summer programs. There's a high demand for things to keep our kids occupied, busy, and well taken care of. Look at these numbers. A study published by Towards Healthcare shows US childcare market is projected to reach around $70 billion by 2029. That's only 5 years away. Right now, it's a $60 billion industry. So if you're good with kids and you're thinking of a small business to get into, heck, at this, with these numbers, you don't have to be good with kids. You can hire people who are good with kids. But I know one of the difficulties with childcare is getting quality staff, good staff who you can trust the kids with. But the good thing with childcare is you don't need to have a center, a building, a massive, center for childcare. You can start with just your house, your home. So look into how many kids your city would allow you to have in your home, especially if it's just you. I've always thought this is a great side business, a great small business for stay-at-home moms, especially for newborn babies. Specialty food and beverage is a great business idea for 2024, small business idea for 2024. People are looking for something more unique. They want a more unique experience. Ethnic foods are a great one for this year because a lot of people want something very flavorful. No shade to anybody. I'm just saying people want to experience something different, something unique, something authentic and very flavorful. Just because they want something different doesn't mean they don't want quality. It has to be quality. So ethnic food is a great one to get into. But this ranges, it's not just food. We're talking bakeries and food truck and breweries. Just something unique, something different. The allergy market, I mean, that is a huge market to get into, giving allergy friendly options. I know right now in the grocery store, I can't mention names of brands, but as a mom who has a kid with allergies, I mean, those people are. Do you know how much dairy-free cheese is? Last year, we got the oat milk ice cream. That wasn't it before. We've gone 7 years without that. So if you have any food product idea that is allergy friendly, this is a great year to get that into motion. You can start off with your neighborhood, with your church, your whatever groups you're into, selling those products if you have food products. Let me give you this number. Food truck markets surged from a 3.73 billion market in 2023 to $4 billion market in 2024. Now, I should let you know, 50 to 60% of food trucks will go out of business within the first 5 years. So once again, just because it's on trend this year does not mean you will succeed. You still want to make sure you do your due diligence. But it's amazing when you hear this number, a $4.4 billion market in 2024. Virtual assistants. There's a need for virtual assistants to handle administrative tasks. LinkedIn shows the global virtual assistant market is projected to hit multi-million dollar numbers by 2032. Pet services. I mentioned pet care in my previous video about businesses that are in demand in 2024. This is a great small business idea. Pet ownership has greatly increased and is still increasing. So there's a high demand for everything that has to do with pet care, from grooming to training to specialty food items for them. Pet owners are willing. Let me know I don't have one. I will not be having a pet for a while until my kids are old enough to take care of the pets. No, not for me. But from my siblings, I can see pet owners are willing to pay money for good quality food items and care for their pets. So if you love pets, whichever one, this is a good business to look into. This is a great small business to get started. When it comes to dog walking and pet daycare, dog daycare, I know they're expensive, but it's a great small business because there's a demand and it doesn't take much to get started. It's just you, yourself, and you. Maybe you have to buy a couple items from Amazon, from the store, and boom, you can have a dog daycare in your house. You can walk the dogs. You can babysit the pets. Subscription box services. If you have any idea for a subscription box service, this is the year to go for it. As of 2023, the US subscription box market was a $15.4 billion business. A 14% growth is expected by 2032. Blue Card says it has a 40 to 50% profit margin, but that depends on the industry. And that's the thing with subscription box services. It's like e-commerce. You have to know the right niche to go into. You have to go into a niche that is in demand, that people are willing to pay for. Here are a few top profitable niche in the subscription business. Kids and parenting. I saw a subscription service, a subscription box service that has to do with putting together craft ideas for your kids, created based on your kids' age, based on whatever interest you want, STEM or whatnot. Pack it all in a box and it shows up in your house. So it saves you time where you don't have to do the research and find what you need. You don't have to go to the store to buy the stuff or go on Amazon and buy every single item. It's all in the box. And when it comes in, you know it's been created for your kids' age and interest. Amazing idea. From craft to whatever. It doesn't have to be just craft. It could be, there's another one I saw where it's activity you could do with your kids. These are subscription services. Great idea, because as parents, we're trying to get our kids off the phones. We're trying to keep them more involved in things other than online. So if you have any other idea for subscription and it's in the kids space or kids and parent, get on it, get started. Beauty, skincare is also a good one. It's still a good one. We all want to look good and we're willing to pay for it. Meat subscription is a profitable niche, and home cleaning box is also a profitable niche. So if you're interested in the subscription box services, of course, come up with a good business plan, build your website, simple Google, simple YouTube search. Everything is on YouTube. Look it up and get started. Make some money. Online coaching, consulting, tutoring is a great small business for 2024. There's a high demand for business coaching, career consulting, life coach. There's a high demand for these skills or for these businesses, right? And when it comes to education, GRE, ACT, SAT, all that tutoring for that is in high demand, because what we went through in 2020, I don't know if we can say this word. I keep saying I'll look it up and I never do. But the stuff we went through in 2020 where kids had to stay home or learn online, well, that really increased and widened learning disparities. So there's a huge surge in children. A lot of parents want to supplement the kids' education, either to help them catch up or just to help them do better, right? So if if there's a subject you're very good at, math, algebra, biology. Let me tell you something. This Common Core, I was hoping by the time my kid, I was really hoping by the time we got here, by the time my kids were in school, we would have come to our senses. Because as a parent, what? But that's a different video, So if you're millennial and you're good at bridging that gap, where you can teach the kids Common Core, but you can also give them, the old school of doing the math so they can better listen. You need it. It's a great small business for you. There's career consulting, there's life coach, business coaching. If this is something you already do, if you're in a business, you have a business, well, here you go. You can coach someone who wants to get into that. I have a friend who just started a drink. This goes to the food and beverage, right? She already has this drink, this beverage business she just got into. She's great at it, right? And it's a unique thing because it's not common where she lives. Not only does she have this business now and she can make money from it, she can now teach. She can start a YouTube channel teaching how she got into the business, because a lot of people, they know they can learn from the professionals, but it's a different experience when you're learning from an average person who has done it, right? Because you're not just speaking in theory, you're giving them practical explanation on how to run this business, what her ups were, what her downs were, what her challenges were, what the competition looks like, how she's working against to beat that, beat the competition, what her advantage, how she identified her advantage. This is what she can parlay into this, coaching business, teaching people how to start up a small business because she's done it and she's still doing it. So she's, she can give them practical advice and she can now make money from not just running the business, but teaching about the business. So whatever your business is or your expertise is, or it could be even your for 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, if that's something you can coach on. Now be careful, because if you're an employee, you have to be careful with what is allowed, right? So that you want to check with your HR. Technology focused businesses are a great small business to start in 2024. We're talking e-commerce, we're talking web design, we're talking web development, app development, we're talking cybersecurity. But I've already discussed all that in this video where I went through businesses that are on trend this year. This video is about small businesses. Of course, they're interchangeable. You can always scale up, you can always scale down. But in that video, I went through businesses that are on trend in 2024. So I'm not going to go into it right here. But if you're saying you don't really care for running a business, you prefer being an employee, you would rather just find ways to make more money as an employee because of course it is less stress, then go ahead and watch this video where I discuss skills that are currently in demand. It is a great way to increase your money as an employee because now you would have skills that employers are looking for. Thereby, they will offer you a lot more money. Okay, so watch that. But don't forget to hit a thumbs up for this video, and I'll see you in either one of these videos. All right. If you've already seen those two videos, then thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.